EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. Tonight, we've got one last present under the tree, our final Monday Nighter of the year, between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Denver Broncos. And off we go from Denver. And as we see so frequently here in Colorado, that one over the end line, so it'll come out to the 25. We find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Tonight, we've got one last present under the tree, our final Monday Nighter of the year, between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Denver Broncos. And off we go from Denver. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Come on, set.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. That's complete. It's Greg Dulcich. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. And even 20 yards and a first down on the game's very first play.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough. Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think it's big boys up front, that offensive line. They've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
2nd and 15. Got his man complete over the middle. It's low. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 35. That one goes for 24 yards. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 35-yard line. They'll run it for the first time with Williams. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. The Broncos had 10-5 to start play. They were losers their last time out. Trying to get back in the win column, but obviously not an easy task here in a hostile environment.
Yeah, always tough to win away from home. But sometimes what you do is you use these types of games as bonding experiences and carry that into the contest.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now back to throw. He finds his man complete. That's low. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. Well, this is what you want to see from your rookie quarterback on an opening drive, Charles. He looks cool. He looks calm. He looks collected in marching them down the field.
And, Brandon, I just think the game continues to change and evolve because we're calling these guys rookies. But, you know, they've thrown the football so much at a younger level now. Way more so than what we saw when guys came into the league when you and I came through.
And also just the way, in particular to him, Charles, how he handles himself in meetings. Just so professional, mature. Looks like he's been in the league 5 years.
Yeah, he cares about the game. He cares about his performance, and it's showing.
On 2nd down now. It's low. And a nice pick up there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4.
White. Striker, 3-3.
Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. 8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down.
Black shot.
And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. A great effort there with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Broncos' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air. There's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be 2nd down. Well, these two teams had met up in Denver earlier this season with the Broncos winning that one. So they're looking for the series sweep here in Denver. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Mahomes now on 1st down. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it.
Man coverage is certainly a staple of their defense, and it's built for plays like that, forcing that incompletion.
Mahomes will try again on 2nd down. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And he's got some space here. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory. Down at the 31. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. On the tackle, it's Randy Gregory.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. I respect both sides on that play, CD. For him to be able to hold on to that football and the impressive tackle, wow.
Did you notice the look between the two of them as they came off the ground? That look did say the word respect.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Only gets a yard, but it's enough to set him up 1st and goal.
Now, that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up 1st downs.
1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Chiefs respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Extra point by Butker is on target. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Fielded just outside the goal line.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
Let's go now.
2nd down and 8.
Trail 3.
They'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. Yeah, he's able to push his way forward somehow for a gain of about 2 yards. 2nd down now.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
Second and 8. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City 1st down. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender and then the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, it's sometimes a thing of beauty.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. A nice display of powerful running, but it takes him only to the 7. He's dropped there. 44 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
4 yards to go on 2nd down from the 7. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Chiefs have moved out in front. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that makes the score 14-7. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up. On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
2 yards, good enough for a first.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Chiefs are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Here's Mahomes to throw. Open on the left side. This is Valdez-Scantling. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Mahomes to MVS there for the Kansas City first.
Well, I think we've got evidence right now that this team's not going to be daunted at all. Just because they're backed up doesn't mean they're not going to continue to throw the football. They threw an incompletion on 1st down, but they came right back on 2nd down and threw it again. And this time they hit it for not just good yardage, but a 1st down.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get, because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
He'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a 1st down as well. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got the step on him. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. Touchdown! Marquez Valdez-Scantling, 40 yards. And the Chiefs go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by Butker is on target, and it's now 21-7.
Broncos 7.
Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
Ready.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Hurry, hurry.
He'll drop to throw. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Now a handoff up the middle. Low. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense get back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
Let's go.
Second and 4. He's got his 6'5" receiver. That's Tim Patrick. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They were starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise, and start to put together some drives.
Dog red. Rush it. 6.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And the Chiefs are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. If this defense wants to stay in this ballgame, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. 68 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Mahomes now on first down. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Mahomes now to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Caden Stearns. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
But no kneeling for them. They decided they weren't going to run out the clock. They decided to take their shot downfield, hoping to either make a connection or a pass interference call. They wanted more points to put on the board.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the 2nd half of Week 17 is underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be 2nd down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
From the 27, Mahomes throwing the out route here, and it's complete to Kelsey. So the completion good for just 3. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he will have a Chiefs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
On 1st down, Mahomes. And he's got his big wide receiver complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Mahomes to throw on 3rd and 1. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Andrew Beck, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
2nd and 5. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. That's taken in by Dulcich. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards the pickup there.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football right now. I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 42-yard line. And he's going to use his legs here. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Got his man, it's Dulcich. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
14 yards that time, and a first down on the keeper.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
And he's going to be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd quarter play.
Ready.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Williams will try again. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. This likely a must-have 3rd and goal.
52 blasters.
He'll drop to throw. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. Extra point safely through, and that cuts the lead to 28-14. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. This taken in at the goal line.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up first and 10 at their own 23. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll get this just across the 25-yard line. So fourth quarter, a nice run there to start this drive. Charles, what do you think the split will be here between run and pass?
Well, partner, I think it'll lean towards the run, but this is also not a time where you just totally do that. You still have to possess the ball, move the sticks, and keep the clock moving as well. So they'll run their offense, but yeah, when they have a chance to run it, they'll do that a little bit more.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. Give him another shot here on the ground. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's third down. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. They'll get 11, but still a little short. Fourth down. They had quite a hole to dig out of there on third and long. Not able to get the first, but a pretty good-sized run.
A really good run, but how much confidence do you have in your next play call that you can sell to the head coach? Let's go get it on fourth down. Do you really have a play you believe in? Or are you just hopeful, and you got to sell it to the big man before it gets called?
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. Here comes Webster. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10.
Let's go.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Well, still a long way to go, but trending upward. They scored the last time out, you remember. Then their defense forced the punt. Now they try to inch closer, but still ultimately down 2 scores in the final quarter. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
They stay on the ground this time. It's Williams. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Up the middle they go. It's low. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. 40 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's low. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Finding his big receiver, Patrick, over the middle. And they're going to move it down inside the 25. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He finds his man, complete. That's low. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
38.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Right.
17-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. A good decision in the end. The pull and run gets him 9 yards and a first. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. He'll look to throw. And the pressure gets there. He'll go down. It's a sack. And it is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. Multiple players getting home for the 1-yard sack.
Here we go. Here we go. Will Green. Brooks, 52.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Broncos. A great play there. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Broncos have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. The PAT good. It would draw him closer, but hold on just a second. A flag is down on the field, so they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And he elects not to bring this one out as his guys will take over at the 25. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Didn't get to the sticks, but that's an ideal carry there on first down, isn't it?
I mean, now you're 2nd and 1. Although, you know, in the NFL, even if you picked up the first down, I don't think it's a big difference because the clock doesn't stop.
Yeah, not like college.
Right. If it's college football, you want to 2nd and 1 is probably better than picking up the first down because in college football, the clock stops with every first down and actually aids the defense in that situation.
Back to throw, Mahomes. That one complete to Stephon Sullivan. They find some open field here. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. What a luxury to have a tight end that can not only catch it, but then can run after the catch like that.
What was the old expression back in the good old days? And they used to carry pianos on their backs when they were after they caught the football. Someone would stop and bang out a tune along the way as well. But nowadays, these guys are essentially bulked up wide receivers, and they are a full part of the passing game. And we see a lot of big plays as we just saw there.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or 2.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
They'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. A couple more minutes, and maybe the outcome of this one, Charles, would have been different, but ultimately time runs out on the comeback, so it falls short, and they hold on to win this by just 1 possession.
Not the fourth quarter they wanted, but they did earn the win, and they'll be happy about that, and they should be. Now they're going to go back to practice, see what they can do to prevent a future lead from slipping away like this one was.
So for Kansas City, they get the critical victory to move them to 9-7 now.